So in college football, you can actually edit some of the players. So the way that you want to be doing this is going into your create and share. You want to head down to your team rosters. And I must admit, it's not absolutely everybody that you can fully edit, but you can at least edit some people. So when you click on an action, when you press A, you then be able to go to edit player. And most of them you can't change the name, anything like that, which is pretty standard and ratings are locked. But you can change the apparel of a lot of people. So it is predominantly if you want to put a headgear on, maybe you want to change something different there. Obviously, they've got to go with the visor and all of that. And if you want a different sort of top style, obviously, like you say, you can't go with a flat jacket. You've got to make sure it's all working fine. But you can actually edit a lot of the players in terms of what they look like to start with in kit form anyway. So if you wanted to make somebody stand out a little bit more, maybe he's in your team, then you can do that for most people. Now, if you do go down the list, some of the really lower rated players can actually be fully edited, and that is just, I don't know if it's just a random generated one. So for instance, with this guy, with Marcus, we can actually fully change his name, we can change his position. You obviously can't change the team he plays for, but you can change all of that and also the rating of him. So some of them on the lower end, I don't know if they're computer generated. Let me know if you know. What's this guy's name? Let me know if you know Marcus Weathers, but if he's not an actual person, it means he's just generated to fill the squad as such. But you can obviously change a lot more of him, and you can even change the physique as well. So there is a few people that you can change, but predominantly when you're looking at the top side of stuff, you can't. But if you go into the low end, you can normally do a few. Now, some of them can't, so obviously like Nick Thomas here, we can't change anything as normal. It can only be the apparel that we can change, but like we saw at the bottom there is some people, depending on what team you go for, you can actually change. So if we go to the bottom of this, some of them, like I say, some of them you might not be able to, but it's predominantly the lower overalls you can just from it. But even then, some of them aren't not. So if you wanted to have a look through your team, you can obviously see who there is to edit, but that's how you edit players.